When we live in a family where there is alcoholism, there is oftentimes this sense or this belief that we're supposed to keep all this to ourselves, that we're not supposed to tell anybody else, that it's a big secret. And maybe it's because we're embarrassed or we think that we're going to get our family in trouble. But the truth of the matter is that the best thing we can do is to let other people, other trusted people know what's going on with us so that they can help, so that we don't have to feel that we're all alone.
I think the easiest way to describe it for me is when there's alcoholism in the home, everyone's affected. Although it looks like if the alcoholic just gets fixed, everybody will be okay, we know that not to be true. It's like everybody has a cold in the house and everybody keeps reinfecting everybody else. And we all know with a cold that what you've got to do is have everybody wash their hands. Everybody's got to wash their hands and take the germs off with hot water and soap. The same is true in the family of an alcoholic. Everyone needs to get treatment. For the teenager, Alateen or Al-Anon is one route. For the spouse or the maybe older brothers and sisters, Al-Anon. And for the alcoholic, hopefully they find a way to AA. Although that's not always the truth. One of the slogans in Al-Anon is, "Let it begin with me." And so even if the teen just begins finding a route to Alateen, there's different ways that that treatment can take place. One of the ways is to just perhaps go to your local guidance counselor or school counselor and talk about how it is for them, or maybe a minister, or maybe a family best friend, or maybe an aunt or an uncle, and find maybe even on the internet, how do I get to an Alateen meeting or get Alateen literature?
You might be wondering, well, who am I going to talk to about this, number one? And secondly, you know it has something to do with the drinking that's going on in your family. And so you start talking to a couple of friends at school, and they tell you, you know, there's some help. There's some ways that you can go talk to the school counselor, or they may know somebody that's in Alateen, or maybe you're even reading a book in school about drinking, that mom or dad has a drinking problem, but you feel a little bit ashamed about it, and you feel like, oh, I don't want to talk about this. But you do find a few safe people to talk about it with, and you feel better afterwards. That knot in your stomach is gone. You feel a little relieved because you're beginning to talk with some other people about what's happening in your family system. It's important for you to be able to do that. You deserve that kind of help.